presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Eddie in Boca Raton. Hey, Eddie, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, good. It is a treasure to have TFNN every hour during the trading day, to be there to help you, to guide you, and even to give you some peace of mind, or like that somebody else is there with you while you're trading this crazy market, either up or down.
Well, listen, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, because we wouldn't be out here, folks, if we didn't have all you guys, gals, tigers and tigresses as clients. And, you know, the market teaches you every single day, man.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We got 5 days a week. We got 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Make it a great night, folks. You are what you believe you are. Humans are powerful magicians. You have the power to make yourself what you are right now, but it's not your reasoning mind that controls your power. It's what you believe. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 36, NASDAQ off 66, S&P's off 9.5, gold contract trading up $11.40, $16.52 an ounce. We have silver up 58 cents, $19.71 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.99, $88.52 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year flat, 110.18. The 30-year up 18 ticks at 121.02. And King Dollar. King Dollar down 20 ticks, trading 111.504. The Euro's at 98. The yen is at 148.21. And the British pound is at 114 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. The world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? I want to show you the futures here, because I want to show you what's stopping this from going down. So if we take a look at this, what I'm going to bring up right now, folks, is a 4-day, 10-minute chart of the futures. And you're going to see this is pretty clear here. It's on both of them also, okay? So you can see we got down to, you know, this price point here of, well, here, let me open this part here for a second. Okay, so when we open this part, what I was just going to say when we come in on the air, but we're already here. See the last time with volume on the way down? This is on the S&P. That was 3,874. Well, the bottom line is, because that was the last time with volume on the way down, that was telling me that, hey, we're going to get up there. Now the real question is going to be, do you go buy it? Because this is what you have. The first thrust this morning did have volume when it's trying to get to higher price. That had volume of 63,000 contracts. Then the next one, bottom line 31, that's not enough. This one here, I suspect is going to, this one here is going to go for the one that 10 o'clock this morning. We'll see if we get any more juice. Now, if we go to the NQs, we have the same situation. So we take a look at the NQs, and what you have out here with the NQs, you're going to see the same type of situation. First, I'm going to bring this here. So the NQs haven't hit where I think they're going to go yet. So my take on the NQs is that you're going to at least get to that bar there, which, and see, the S&P already just did this. So, and the NQs is 11,400. So that's still 35 points away from where we are. I expect that's what's going to try to get into that bar. Now, let me show you what it was actually going into, because it was actually going into something with much lighter volume. And here it is. Open this up right there. So what you're going to see this whole day right here? This is, what time was that? That was the opening bar, but that opening bar had 420,000 contracts, and the bottom line is that you were coming into that with 10,000 contracts. So that was the test. Now, if we go like this, watch this. This gets interesting. Put that to there. What you've done, you did a 50% retracement of that move that was established on Friday. That's what we did here. And you come back with lighter volume. So that's saying that, guess what? This game is still on, meaning the game. This is deviant because we had a huge acceleration last night from, basically the rumors over in China. But the bottom line is that the market itself is thinking that China is going to open up because, the bottom line, if you look at Freeport-McMoRan, it's trying to get over this level of the 33.89. We made the 33.73 today. If you go to Southern Copper, and I met Frank was basically calling about Freeport-McMoRan. Southern Copper is doing the same thing, man. It's up three. A lot of these equities look the same, by the way, inside of the metals market, folks. Okay, they're we'll see whether they. Doesn't mean they will bust it, but they look like they're trying to bust it. Let's put it that way. And what has happened is that Freeport-McMoRan in particular, that has been pushing. Let me see this on the weekly. That has been pushing that swing with volume. Yeah, you can see, look at the acceleration on the SCCO last week. So, hey, we'll see where this baby shakes out and see whether it can actually blow away that level with volume. Let's go take a look at the TY, the bond market, because the bond market, and this divergence is all over the place, man. So the way the equity market is set up right now, that looks to me like they're going to come in with some kind of a dovish deal. That's how, unless we get something that's really disastrous at the end of today, the volume's not going to be here, man. When we take a look at the 10-year, the 10-year right now didn't hold price today. That being said, though, last Wednesday, that was the first time, it was the second time that you got a sign of strength. So we're actually backing into that area. See, we're at 1.6 million contracts, and you're backing into 2.3. And right now, we're one tick underneath it. Okay, so the bottom line is that, yes, it would, you want to see it close above that area. But right now, let's go take a look at now if we just put the SPY up and the Qs up, what you're going to see is that, you really basically have almost an inside day here, man. That's the reality. The SPY went to a high, but this is not a back off, man. It's just not, And you'd have to build some cause anyway. So when you're coming up to ice, folks, you don't just blow by ice, when, particularly, come on, make that. I want to let go. Let me do this again. So you don't just blow by ice when you're coming off the bottom. That's how it just works. So that's ice right there. We're right at it. You can go sideways for a bit. There's no doubt there's going to be fireworks out there. And what you had out here this morning, the Fed wants information. Well, the information they got this morning off of this JOLTS report, and with that is like, okay, how many jobs are available? Well, the jobs went up. They didn't go down, meaning the jobs available. So, that's a very negative thing for the Fed. It's positive for the economy. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials are down 52. Nasdaq's off 73. S&P's off 12. We'll come right back with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kegstad's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kegstad breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading down 58. We get the NASDAQ off 82. S&Ps are off 13. Let's get over our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday. And don't forget, folks, Basil has an outstanding newsletter every trading day, and of course he does a program every trading day. Outstanding program. It's very easy to get Basil's newsletter. The way you get Basil's newsletter, you come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to hit newsletters. You're going to see it right on the left-hand side. You just hit that subscribe button. You can get Basil's newsletter for 1 month for $149. You get it for 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 or 22%, and you get it for 1 year for $1195. Which is a savings of $593 or 33%. Now, they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. He has 11 to 12 great archives are there, folks, so you understand exactly how he looks at the market, how you ride that wave. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Come over here, check it out. If it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, for some reason, 28th day, you just cancel it, you get your money back, and you're going to have a great education in between that anyway. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. Well, interestingly enough, we're still up in the 60-degree area here in Boston. It's amazing, but that's fantastic. I like that.
That's a beautiful thing, and I can picture why, because when it's 60 up there, folks, and it's November 1st, it's too hot here, and right now it's 89 degrees out.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
And we want to get rid of that weather.
Well, you did. You just pushed it up to us. Thank you very much. Yeah, talking about up, looking at the Dow, this is very interesting. I thought what I'd do, I'd just give a brief summation of what I do for subscribers to opening call.
Yeah.
And basically, we're always looking for the lowest low bar. It doesn't matter whether it's a 1 minute chart or a weekly or a daily or a monthly. And that's where we start the wave count. And the wave count, basically, you're looking at each higher high peak. And I alphabetize them sequentially A through G. It's at the fourth highest peak, peak A, peak B, second, the third one is C, and the fourth one is D. That's the anticipation when we've gotten a buy signal that's upgraded to a buy mode. Then in the Chapman wave, it should take you to at least the fourth highest peak, and then you use other techniques. It could be as simple as just continuing the wave count. That's where other things can happen. So let me show you, and I'll show you something else just to go with that. So I look at straight line up, straight line down, cup formation, arc formation, and a mixture of the two. 1 and 3 in this case is red, because if you take out that left side low, especially if you've only made one peak, like a peak A or a B, and then fail and take it out, that's very negative. If you hold, that's very good. And on the right, if you take out the left side high, it can go higher. So what do we have? Let me just move that away. In the Dow, we're long the Dow, and it made, I can't tell you how many times in my show, even today, there are so many charts that I have looked at that at the top, when we're making tops all year, we were within, sometimes, even if it's a monthly chart going back a year or more, we would often get back to that previous high within $1. Sometimes it's within pennies. I don't know how that works, but that's just the cup formation. That's the way it works in the arch formation. Look at this. The Dow went to 28,715 back late September. Then it rallied up quite sharply to 30,400, came down and hit 28,660. That's within 50 points of that left side low. But at the same time, what I was really impressed with is that the MACD was improving. The stochastic made a higher low. The on-balance volume has been pretty negative just until going into 2 days ago. That was good. But the 9-period moving average went over the 14. So that's very favorable. So we are long, and we added about, I think it was Friday a week ago, we added the 3-time long position to the Dow. Today, we took a little bit off at a 30% profit on that position, but it's still, look, there's your, so what did I say? We're always looking for at least 4 peaks to a peak D.
Right.
Here's your leg D. It's not a peak yet, because if we make a lower low than 32,975 today, that will make a peak. But all the technicals are holding very well.
Basil, can you just say that last sentence again? So I'm looking at that chart. If you could just say that last sentence again.
So my objective was for us to get to a leg D. We made a peak C, and I had a whole thing for my subscribers. There's a Morobozo candle, this very long candle with, usually it has no wicks, but I included, if it has just the tiniest wick on the top and the tiniest wick at the bottom, is the same kind of candle. And I said to subscribers on during my weekend overview video that I sent out, I'm expecting a possible, maybe a small doji candle and then a down session, unless there's a huge gap to the upside, but we've used up all the gaps. Here's another Morobozo candle.
So are we, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Are we at a peak D?
We're at a leg D. We cannot make a peak D until you get a lower high, and that means
right. But that's interesting. And the reason I'm asking folks is that with the Fed coming out tomorrow, because that could be dangerous a little. Yeah, interesting.
So
okay.
So have a look at this. The S&P has also gone to a leg D, then it made a peak D yesterday, and today it made a nominal new high at E.
Okay.
So there's another technique that I use, and that's using a cup formation where I call it bar symmetry, with a number of bars on the left side, whether it's going from a price down and then back again, or from a price that's running up and then coming back, like the arch formation. That symmetry is what I look at. Sometimes you can get an exact low that has a beautiful price and time match. Sometimes it doesn't work that way, so I use other Chapman wave techniques to identify that. When I identified this one going to leg C for the test of 32,500, we got there, look at this, here's the midpoint, and we got the exact day right there on Friday. So I said, okay, we've used up that. Now I have to use a different midpoint. I call it the plumb line. And I used this one here, which was the low of 28,715 right here. That was the bar of the 30th of September. And we have another 2 or 3 days to go to attempt to get to this high that's on the left side on the 26th of August of 33,364. But it's achieved everything that I wanted. That's why for this particular phase, now I look at the MACD, it's strong. Stochastic's flat. On balance volume is just lagging, but this gray line's a relative strength. It's good. It's way above the 200-period moving average. So far, that's good. So as an example, I mentioned to you last week that we were long Bank of America. We've been long maybe over the last 7 years, about 6 times. We try to buy it at a low and then ride it up. And at some point, we get out and we'll get stopped out with a profit, and then we just wait until we get back in. So we're back in the 31s, and it's trading at 36, and it's only at leg C. But here's another technique. I'll discuss this a little bit in more detail tomorrow in my show, The Tiger Technician's Hour at 10. So this, look how the price was up, and then it suddenly stalled. Where did it stall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It stopped right at the 200-period exponential moving average. So that's now like a magnet. it means that, yes, Bank of America, unless it goes into the 37.80s in this particular move, it's at 36.18 right now, it's probably going to hang around here just a little bit longer. It's got good support at the 30, I'd say 35.30 area. So that's the way I like to look at it. Say it's in a buy mode. It's doing very well. It's stalled exactly where we said, be careful. That's where it could stall at the 200-period moving average. So I'll use this as an example. I was going to use it on the Dow. If Bank of America or the Dow closes above that arch high that was made a couple of months ago, that's going to be very important and very positive for the market. So all in all, I'm looking at this very favorably. I like that the cyclicals are rallying and that the tech sector is still struggling a little bit.
And folks, very easy to get his newsletter. Come over to our website at TFNN. Newsletters, the opening call. Basil, have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you, Tom. You too.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks.
Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 77. The Nasdaq's off 91. S&P's off 15.5. Let's go inside the MDX. Well, hey, no, let's go to Hong Kong first, because where do you see this, man? This was why our markets were up big last night. Bottom line, Hang Seng. Hang Seng was up 5.2%. So they were putting money into the Hang Seng. I mean, but look at this. Yeah, they were putting money into it, all right, but look at this. We go back 5 months ago, it was 22,400, and then it opened last night, well, the prior night, 14,500. Yeah. Let's put this, I mean, you could expect some kind of a bounce. That's going to be interesting. So, yeah, look at this. So, the Hang Seng is still going to have a high volume low. Let me put this on a weekly now. See where we're at. Look at this, man. This is like a mess. Put on a 20-year monthly and see what we got. Okay, so, yeah, you're right into the, well, the low of COVID was 10,600. And thus far, you made it down to 14,500. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness out here today inside the NDX, you got IDEX Pharmaceuticals up 9.7%. You have NetEase up 7. You got NXPI up 4. Baidu's up 3, taken away from it. Intuit's down 7.5. We'll have to get back to that. Amazon's down 5.9. Let's trade $96 right now. You got Lucid down 4. Let's go take a look at Amazon, see what's happening with Amazon out here. So we take a look at Amazon. Okay, so you have, this is actually positive. What you have here, this is a lost engulfing, folks. What happens is that when you have a downtrend like this is actually what you want to see. Let me pull this back a little bit more because we have a question about the ABC down too. Okay, so let me see what we have here. Okay, so we broke there, but now the question is that at that one, what I'm doing right now, I want to see what kind of retracement that was. No, it was a 0.618. So I see what you're looking at, man. Yeah, I see what you're looking at here. Okay, let's do this number. Let's see what we have. Okay, so I get a weekly. I put this on a weekly. Okay, here we go. You got 170. Yeah, it's 68. You got, yeah, it's $80. Yeah, that's an ABC down to $80. It is. And then you got 81. Oh, look at this over here. 81.35 is a high volume low. So that's saying that, let me pull this back up again. I want to see what the highs and the lows are in the Amazon. This is pretty intense. Okay, so bring this back. So the high was 173. Look at this now. See, you are coming right back into, yeah, you're coming right back into its strength. Yeah, looks like that whole move, bottom line, Amazon's gonna have to get some building cause. Let's go take a look at the Dow Industrial. So inside the Dow, you got Goldman putting 19, Caterpillar 19, JP Morgan 15, Amgen 12. Taken away from it, United Health 54 minus, Microsoft 23, Apple 17. Let's go take a look at Apple because Apple, and what you had out there today, folks, if you are an Apple user, the bottom line, you saw that their subscriptions for the music went up $1 today. So you can imagine, in the context of how many, so Apple's on an ABC up now. Yeah. Apple wants to go higher. 152, 34. I see. No, okay. It finished the ABC up, but it looks to me like that's building cause also. So we'll see if it can get more juice. There's an interesting article over here, and this is what it's about here. Let me pull this over, folks, because you can see this. And this one really intrigues me because it'll intrigue all of us, I think. And here it is. So, okay. So, long shot options supplement by the dip in 2022 swerving market. Now, the headlines of this, folks, you can tell the headlines of this. This is a writer. This is not a trader. So I'm going to go over this a little because explosion in short-dated options seen sowing seeds for trouble. Traders forced to adjust game plans amid intraday volatility. It happens in a flash. The S&P turns on a dime, and piranha-like option traders pile into short-dated options in a dash to harvest a quick advantage. Tuesday reprised a pattern that has been visible for months as the S&P 500 reversed a 1% gain in a violent session right before the Federal Reserve meeting. The turbulence fed a trading frenzy on options that expire within the next 24 hours. Such contracts dominate the ranks of the most traded, making up, where do you see this chart, folks? Making up 56% of the total index as of 2:40 p.m. today. Once the popular playbook for day traders, which that's how I started in the business as a day trader, seeking quick profits. No, they're relating day traders to meme stocks, and I'm going back like 20, 30 years now. Anyway, on meme stocks, the risky strategy appears to have grown more popular among retail and institutional traders alike. During the third quarter, S&P options expiring within 1 day accounted for more than 40% of the total, almost doubling from 6 months ago, according to the data compiled by Goldman Sachs. The rush reinforces concern that derivatives can amplify moves in underlying assets, potentially creating market dislocations. At the same time, it reflects a Wall Street era where stock investors are so keyed to the minute news flows that intraday volatility builds upon itself. Initially, there was a narrative that the short-term trading was retail, but I do not think that covers the entire story, says Amy Silverman, an equity strategist at RBC. It is a function of the fact that the Fed has been extremely data-dependent. I'll give you my take on this, folks, okay? What happens is that they're on to something here, okay? But and here's the charts. See the charts as exploded topside? What it is that so picture what has happened here. Inside of the trading community, I would say, right? And I'm talking about people that have traded for a long period of time. Do not trade options when I walk you through this deal, folks, if you haven't, okay? Because this is a whole different animal. So day traders, when we first started trading, okay, bottom line, we'd have to make up $250 on a trade just getting in because the spread was normally an eighth quarter. Then it was 16th and eighth, okay? But the bottom line, you had to make it up like that, and you're still paying $25, $30. Fast forward to today, equity is free. Now, the options aren't. But because the volatility is high, options have been awesome about the last, 8 or 9 months. And I'm not talking out of money options. If you're day trading options, what ends up happening is that you have to get in and you have to get out at the end of the day. And if you don't get out at the end of the day, you're going to blow your brains out. That's the bottom line. But because of the volatility, you are actually risking a lot less with the ability to make a lot more, as long as you get out. If you don't get out, you don't understand the delta and the theta inside an option, okay? The bottom line is that you might as well just blow your brains out right now, okay? Stay right there. We'll come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 53. The Nasdaq's off 90. S&Ps are off 14. So, yeah, I give you an idea, folks, what basically day traders are doing that have been doing this for a long period of time. And that's the key to understanding this, because that what has happened, if the volatility is not in the market, the bottom line is that you can't do a straight buy or sell on a day trade in the option market, because it doesn't work, because you get killed on both sides. Because of the volatility, however, it's been a different deal. I'll just give you an idea like today, okay, how this shook down today. So the key, number one, is you have to get rid of them, because I'll just show you here. So this morning, or click at the bottom line, this morning, the Qs. As the Qs are up at, this level of 281, right? Well, you get basically at that level there this morning, the 282s. What I normally do is I normally buy them in the money just slightly, okay, when I'm day trading them, and I day trade them every day. So what ends up happening is that 282 this morning was running at about 550, okay? Now, 550 is to Friday, but you have to get rid of them. You don't have to, but you want to get rid of them at the end of the day, because all you're looking for is, instead of basically putting up 275,000, you're putting up 5,500, okay? So you put up 5,500, then this one happened to go the right way, okay? So he's going down. Bottom line, you got movement, you close the deal out, right? Now, right where we are right now, you go the other way. On this one here, if you're 275, you could say, okay, because you put it to someone on this side. On this side here, you turn around and say, okay, can you get a little bounce? Well, who knows whether you're going to get a bounce or not. I'm just trying to explain the strategy behind it. So the strategy behind it is that you basically are getting in, and all you need, is basically a move in the Qs for 1 or 2 points, and that's basically 500 to about 1,300, okay? That's why they have so many options that are going on. And I think they really don't understand that. Writer doesn't understand how many day traders there actually are. But as soon as the volatility dies down, the market will go back to trading the equities, because what happens is that the options are expensive. If you do, if you do 40 to 80 options a day, you're going to be paying basically $40 to $80 in commissions, okay? But that's where, when I was talking to Dave Massa yesterday, that's what I was kind of excited. That's where this whole market is going, The market is going that people will trade anything. That's why I think that Bitcoin basically is the tradable vehicle. And once people figure out to trade it, they'll trade it. So options aren't going away. And then what they were talking about on the expiration, like Friday was a field day. Last Friday was a field day, because the reality is they expired that day. I'm only explaining this because of that article. Do not get in the middle of this, because there's all these little subliminals inside of that. And if you don't sell, I can tell you this flat out. If you're paying on Mondays and Tuesdays, normally they're running 550. Tuesdays, they'll be 450. By Wednesday, you're starting to go down about 320, okay? because you got to remember, that's the theta coming all the way down, okay, to Friday. You get the gist of it. But if you do it, just get out at the end of the day, and there's not going to be huge amounts of, I mean, you can lose $1,000 or $2,000, that's for sure, if you're really on the wrong side. But I think that's going to keep accelerating, okay? That's the real bottom line. And I'm not talking, I know that, we're not talking no sophistication here. And people aren't trading the sophistication, because you don't have to, man. That's the bottom line. If you buy them in the money, you don't have to, man. What you're doing is, you're not putting on verticals, you're not putting on condos, you're day trading, man. You're in and out. If it doesn't work, you go on the other side. If it doesn't work on this side, go on the other side. Anyway. Market-wise out here, let's go take a look at what these, how these are going to set up. So, yeah, we're at 605. What did happen out here yesterday, right at the close, and this was peculiar. See that 1.2 billion? Right at the close, you had someone selling in a monster way there. And they weren't selling on the NASDAQ. They did sell a lot of Dow stocks, though. You can see the NASDAQ, 4.6. And the Dow Industrials, that was a different animal. Let's go over to the oil market and take a look at oil. So oil right now, up $1.76. 254,000 contracts. So let's take a look at how this is set up. Let's get volume. So last high at 93,000. Let's go challenge it, that's for sure. So let's go take a look at, I know we get a bunch of tigers that get Exxon and Chevron, and we take a look at Exxon. Yeah, that's just an inside day. CVX. $182.40. Yeah. That's going to need more volume. They're going to need more volume in order to basically get to higher price. That's the bottom line. So it'll be interesting to see where this whole thing shakes out. We go take a look at some of the higher volume. Uber. Let's see what they did, because they came in with good numbers, and it's going to be Lyft if you're. Uber came in with good numbers, LYFT, and the difference is Lyft is going to be coming in. Now this is interesting. Lyft's only up 54 cents. And you know what's interesting here, folks, okay, is that Lyft is only a America's, basically, car deal. And what had happened is that Uber came out, and Uber did say that their car part of it is great, but the food part of it, bottom, is not coming in like they wanted to come in. If you listen to Tommy this morning, and listen, Tommy has got a great option newsletter, okay? And he does sophisticated options. So, check it out. Come over. You can check it out for 30 days, the TFNN. The bottom line is that, when I go back to Uber again for a second, is that he was talking about this morning the aspect of how much it actually cost if you order Uber Eats. And he was kind of in shock. I don't blame him for ordering, I think, 3 burritos. I think it was 3 burritos at Chipotle, and it ended up costing like $70 with fees. Well, you could have planted your own fields for that kind of money, and that's why I'm sure that they're having, a real problem inside the food business. More than likely, that's what they're probably getting. We go take a look at the GDX. And what we're looking for out here today is this. We're looking for a hint as to, okay, what is the Fed going to do? So if we look at the GDX, that's pulling back with light volume. That's saying it still wants higher price. Oh, Newmont came out with numbers. And Newmont, the numbers weren't there, but Newmont actually, it was up early, yeah. The numbers aren't there in Newmont, man. Newmont just couldn't do it. And it's like, It's so intriguing about Newmont. Someone knew that, like, what, 8 months ago? Because the thing's been going down forever. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 63, Nasdaq's up 87, S&P's down 14. Let's go to AMD, and this looks bad, folks. They're coming out with numbers after the close here. And this is Advanced Micro Devices. And look at this, man. Okay, so if we look at this on the daily, it's looking at me like, okay, well, it wants to go to 54 again. It's here at 59. Now, look at this in the monthly, though. On the monthly, man. I mean, this thing, whoops. I have to do this quick. Sorry about that. Get that chart up again. Come on. Go this way. Okay, then let's go this way. Beautiful. Okay, so in the monthly, what you have is this. I mean, this has been down on volume in a month's away. In the monthly, I mean, yeah, this thing looks to me like you get 51, you have 50, breaks 50, man. It wants to go to 29, 30, right there. This is a disaster. So this is going to be a heads up, man. I mean, I'm hoping that doesn't happen after the close, because if that happens after the close, not that I'm saying long a shot. I'm saying that if AMD actually does an ABC down to that level, the market's going to turn right now. You know, if we take a look at Anico Eagle, This finally, it's got some action going. It's up $1.80 right now. And you have, yeah, you got an ABC up. I love it. Okay, and that our man Frank from Gloucester. See, this is another one. See this consolidation, but now there's an ABC up. You come into the B point, needed 1.5 million. You need 3.5 million. We get 3.6 right now. So this is an ABC structure up. So that's positive. That's saying, man, the divergence are big, because that one is saying that what you're going to get is that dollar, because gold's not going to go higher unless that dollar goes south. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Check out Tommy's Equity and Options newsletter. Come back and visit him tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Great show. Look at him, folks.
Building wealth, trading